Guys, are you there? Some are gone. Disconnected network.
Yes, sir. Here only.
Yeah, okay, very good. So we'll continue this desktop virtualization just as per the previous thing only. Very simple. Now I have a desktop. Actually, it is not like that. It is we have a server virtualization. In this one, we have a virtual machine. Okay, this is my virtual machine. Okay, and here this is my some operating system. Example, I have a Windows operating system. Okay, or maybe a Linux or maybe anything. So it is some operating system. This is my virtual machine. So in my server, I am running a virtual machine using certain tools. So they virtualize this desktop. They virtualize the desktop. So multiple users can able to access this desktop through network. Multiple users can access this desktop through the network. Okay, and not only one virtualization involves here. There is a multiple things virtualizations are involved. So first one is to virtualize the desktop. We require a desktop virtualization tool. To achieve this desktop complete virtualization, okay, so we have to virtualize user state also, because user profiles also there stores in your desktop. Okay, so user profiles also stores in a desktop. So I want to virtualize that one, so then they don't depends upon desktop. So I can store these virtual profiles in the separate central storage, they can able to access their profile data from anywhere. Okay, for that purpose I am virtualizing user state virtualization. And also we can call this one as a user experience virtualization. Short name is UE hyphen V. Actually, I want to try this one. I download all the tools, but it's not completed then because I'm busy with other batches continuously. And later I didn't touch it again because I need a proper infrastructure for that one. 2 3 PCs are better to run. Okay. Next one is we are accessing applications, right? So we are accessing applications. Applications are binded to your desktop environment. So I want to make intact those applications from your main desktop environment. So what I use this application virtualization. So I virtualize those applications. So users want only application access, so then directly they access the applications. Advantage of virtualizing the application is multiple users are accessing same application from same desktop. So the burden on the desktop will be reduced and it is intact. And if any changes, like one user application is crashes, means applications are only one only, not multiple applications, right? So only one application, only one desktop. If in case something is happened to one user access of application, so no problem for other user, because the application is also be virtualized, it's run, the coding and all will run. Okay, so this is completely imaginary part only. So to achieve the desktop virtualization, so desktop virtualization, user state virtualization, and application virtualization all together we can achieve desktop virtualization. Okay, so we'll see. So what are the technologies are available to make a desktop virtualization and application virtualization also? So from Microsoft, application virtualization is AppV. So first of all we'll search one by one. desktop virtualization. Oh, already there. VMware is giving this information, so we'll see. Desktop virtualization is a method of simulating a user workstation, so it can be accessed from remote connected device. All user data and programs exist in the desktop virtualization server, not on a client device. So these are vendors of desktop virtualization. What is this one? I copied and paste. Type desktop virtualization, right? Yeah. Okay. Desktop virtualization is software technology that separates the desktop environment and associated applications from physical client device that use it to access. Okay. These are different vendors offering these services. Citrix, Xen Desktop, Xen App, Xen Provisioning, VMware Viewer, Thin App, Composer, and Horizon. VMware, one more is there that is called Horizon. I think it is there. It is, yeah, Horizon. It is there in this side. You can able to see Citrix Workshop, Azure Virtual Desktops. Okay, like the desktop given from there. This is a Citrix. Okay, Citrix is an organization. So what is a DAS? Any cloud guys are there? Desktop as a service. Okay, desktop as a service. This is a cloud part. This is a desktop virtualization part. So you can read it is desktop virtualization technology lets users simulate a workstation loads to access desktop from a connected device remotely or locally. The separate desktop environment its application from physical client device used to access it. Desktop virtualization is a key element to digital workspace. Depends upon application virtualization. Okay, so this is like you can read from here. You're also given what is the desktop virtualization here. Method of simulating user workstation so that it access from remotely connected device by abstracting user desktop. In this way, organization can allow user to work from virtually anywhere with a network connecting. Using a desktop, using any desktop, laptop, tablet, or mobile phone or a smartphone to access enterprise resources without regards to the device or operating system enjoyed by sorry what happening my two eyes operating system employed by um, remote user. Remote desktop virtualization is also key component of digital workspace. So remote desktop workloads on a desktop virtualization server which typically execute on a virtual machine, either non on premises data center or a public cloud. How does it works? Typically based on server client server model where organizations choose operating system application run on a server located in their cloud or a data center. In this model, all interactions with the user occurs as a local device or a user choose. Reminiscent of so-called dumb terminal popular on a mainframe as something is given. So this is the benefits of desktop virtualization. What are the types of desktop virtualization? So popular desktop virtualization is okay virtual desktop infrastructure. remote desktop services, and desktop as a service. What is desktop as a service? In a cloud computing, so anything as a service only. Infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. These are the main three variants are there. Infrastructure as a service. What happened? Selected pen, why it is not drawing? Huh? Now it is drawing. Okay, now it is working. Okay, so here it is. In a cloud, what are the cloud services? Infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. These are the three main cloud services. Infrastructure as a service, it means I need some infrastructure to create my own virtual machine. Got it? I want a infrastructure, like I want two CPUs, 16 GB RAM, 2 terabyte of hard disk. So I can access this infrastructure from the cloud through the internet, and I can create my own virtual machines. I can run my operating system and applications. What is platform as a service? For example, uh, to practice database, what you done? You download Oracle 11g, install Oracle 11g in your physical machine, and you created a tables and all. Point is, it's not about installation, it is about creating a database, right? Pointing is create a user, create a tables, and create a link between the tables, and create a finally a database. So access the database, insert the data, retrieve the data from the database, right? Or connecting this database to any analysis tool to get a report from it. So what happened? My system is not supporting to install a database. I can't able to access that database from different places, like through internet, or through, I have to with that system only. So within the network only I can access. If I'm outside of my network, I'm in internet, I can't access my database. So platform as a service, it provided that kind of platform, like a Oracle 12c. What is C? Cloud. So you can download application Oracle 12c and install in your PC, and you can put a data. Okay, you can create a tables, but also same Oracle website you can log in, and in the through website only, just username, password, and ask for creating an instance, and create your own database in the cloud platform. Also it store your database labels and everything, and you can access from anywhere. So you don't require required infrastructure in your physical machine. Very simple, you can access through the cloud also. So that is called a platform as a service. Software as a service, I need to check a document. I want to, earlier days, when I go to the internet center, we don't have a computers in home, right? So we have to go to internet center. I have to change my resume document. I have to ask, I need a system with MS Office. If no MS Office, I can't view my document. System, I can't see my Excel sheets. I can't prepare a PPT. Now what happened? Go to the Google, type, check the documents, right? Spreadsheets. So directly you can able to view your document, you can able to compose your document, you can change the document things, or maybe you want to create Excel sheet, you can create Excel sheet and do it. That is a software as a service. Office 365, Google Docs, or comes under Office 365, software as a service. These three are a main components of main services of a cloud services. But what is this dash? Here also same thing. You want a particular desktop environment. You want a particular desktop environment. Particular virtual machine is required. They, whenever you want something, like you have to check it. Like I want a Windows 10 machine with this RAM capacity and all. So click OK. Automatically, you will get your own desktop. So anywhere you can access that desktop environment throughout the internet. So that is a desktop as a service. Okay, so like this, what are the desktop virtualization techniques? This is the cloud service. Okay, and these two are is okay, on premises type services. Desktop virtualization versus server virtualization. So abstract client software voice and application from physical thin client which is connected to application and data remotely, typically via internet. This abstraction enable user to utilize any number of devices to access their virtual desktop. So desktop virtualization can be greatly increased and organization need to bandwidth dependent on the number of occurrence users using a peak. So what is that meaning is, again, I want to explain that one. This is my desktop. So I virtualize this desktop. Now if you want to access a desktop, remote desktop we are using, but here in this one you can access this desktop applications and data through any device, either from your laptop or maybe from your desktop or maybe from your mobile phone or maybe from your tablet. From any device you can able to connect to this virtual desktop and access your applications and data from your devices. So that is the main target of your desktop virtualization. Guys, understand the final point of my desktop virtualization?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so to achieve it, so my main point is accessing an application. To achieve it we need a application virtualization also. I think it is better I so copy this one. I will send through chat box. Okay, this link, if possible, copy this link and put it in our group. Okay, this is contains very good notes. Okay, it contains desktop virtualization, server virtualization. Okay, good notes is there, like if you read 2 3 times you will understand it is. What is a application virtualization? You can read it from here. Execute program from underlying device. When the desktop virtualization abstract entire desktop OS and application which are accessible by virtually any client devices. Application virtualization simply that installation of each individual application which is installed once on a server and then virtualized to various end user devices that is execute on. Client devices are sent a packaged or pre-configured executable which easily deployment. Virtualization application exists single instant in application server. So maintain this greatly simplified. Only one instant need to be updated. If application is retired, deleting it from the application server, it also deleted from all users wherever there are. Okay, if you are uninstall or deleted application from the server, from client side also it will automatically deletes. Since virtualization applications are packaged in our own container, they cannot interact with each other or cause application file or something is given. So but since application virtualizations are independent of underlying device OS, you can access at endpoint means client can be Windows, iOS, Linux or a Android. Actually I can't show you that virtualized application kind of stuff. My point is Very simple. This is a YouTube is an application, right? It's a web application. Somewhere how to load the data and all, they are maintaining. But I can able to see my data. I can put a analysis. Okay, so I no need to download in my physical machine. Simple with the browser, I can able to see what is how many people are accessing currently, what is the live count of people are accessing my channel, like that, last from 24 hours or 48 hours. Okay, the content settings I can able to do things from here. So when I do changes from here or maybe view things, it is when I upload the data, it is uploaded remotely. It is in a YouTube server only it is happening, right? So next one is like your documents, Google Docs. If I create a document, the process is be maintained by storing of data, or a process is maintained by our remote server only, not by us. Okay, so of course this comes under again cloud related one, but still the environment and idea of showing how it is look like, I can't, we don't have that environment here, that app we or anything. Okay, so in a desktop virtualization, automatically it abstract everything from layer by layer. So your application is a Windows application. For example, my application is a Windows application. My application is Windows based application. So I have to run in the Windows operating system only. For example, Windows 10 only my application is runs. Now, because of the application virtualization, it it extract that underlying layer, means the dependency layer is removed. So this application is running here only, but I can access this application and run the application from any kind of devices, maybe through Windows system, or maybe a Linux system, or maybe a Android system, or maybe a Mac OS system. From any system I can able to access it. Okay, so that is the application virtualization. I think overloaded or totally confused. No, we don't know. However, application virtualization is not for everyone. Compute graphic intensive applications can suffer from slowdown, causing visible lag during renders, and solid bandwidth connection is necessary to deliver a user experience comparable to things. Okay, what is the desktop so Horizon 7 is a desktop virtualization. Okay, cloud native desktop. Thin app is a application virtualization from VMware. So I think it Xen app application virtualization, Xen desktop virtualization purpose. Okay, thin apps from VMware Horizon for desktop virtualization. Okay, application virtualization list I will write here. Okay, so from Microsoft, CapV application virtualization from Microsoft, CapV from Citrix. Citrix is a very old and it is given from so many years. Xenapp, VMware, Tinapp. Okay, yeah, it is giving some VDS, so it is desktop virtualization. Okay, VMware Horizon, again desktop virtualization. Okay, these are some companies or some list. Okay, application virtualization. Here actually very good statements are there one by one, like what is application virtualization data is there, very good way. Each one is a paragraph here, right? Yeah. So desktop virtualization. This is a better notes. Compulsory guys, read these things. Desktop virtualization versus server virtualization. So what is the server virtualization? What is desktop virtualization? Is there? It is almost everything is look like same only, but why? Because of it is interdependent everything. So you want to do desktop virtualization, you need a server virtualization first. If you want to do the application virtualization, of course, for desktop virtualization and application virtualization, we do desktop virtualization and application virtualization. Both we will doing. Okay, so like that. Here it is a mixing one, so you can remove these things. Both if they given a both combinations, but I will written separately for application virtualization. This thing. Okay. It is look like a very big statements. How to read it? Just read it once. If you understand, read it twice. If you don't understand, just leave it. Read the other one. Okay. So you don't need to be by heart anything. Just for understanding only is important. Not required exactly what it is and all kind of stuff. Okay. Oh, I closed it. VMware Origin. Okay. So if you want to download and try VMware Horizon, okay, so you can try it also. So or you can go to that site, you can read it how it is there, what is the product, what is the use of that one. Okay, it is simply so many things are available. Go one by one and you can try it. New things also introduced here. VMware cloud provider. This is vSphere 7. Okay, new one completely. Demos, trials, pricing. So we need an account for this one. No, I am not interested in this kind of stuff. Leave it. Okay, so this is about your desktop virtualization, and understanding is important. Okay, if you don't get it, it's not much different. Okay, I will search Sai Prasad sir PPT also. I will find it. Okay, anyway, it contains a big correct notes like a picture notes are also there. So this is it. Okay.